why has democracy succeeded in America? And by succeeded, I mean comparatively, not in the present. But what makes for the product of some spectacle of the shifting downward and outward of power? Why is the power that was once so carefully preserved at the top seem drawn inexorably downward and outward despite the best efforts of the right to stop this? I mean, you have Bush talking about human rights, but it's not human rights, not enfranchisement, not the idea with blood in it. It's really just liberalism, and liberalism of the worst kind. It's just bourgeois tolerance. And you know what AIDS teaches us? It teaches us the limits of tolerance. Because when the shit hits the fan, you see how much tolerance is worth. Nothing. And underneath all of that tolerance is deep, seething, passionate hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't you think that's true?
Well, yeah, it is.
Power is the object. Not assimilation, but tolerance. You know, America seems, it's different than every other nation on earth, where it's not about race, but politics. Take a European nation, for example. There's this underlying ethnic monopoly, monolith that's beneath everything. Like, for instance, old Dutchmen. I mean, Dutch people are, well, Dutch. And the Jews of Europe were never European. Just a small problem facing the monolith. You know, here in America, things are different. The monolith is missing. I suppose perhaps there's the monolith of white America, white straight male America.
Which isn't unimpressive, I mean, even among monoliths, right?
Yes, well, yes, but when this race issue gets figured out, and I don't mean to minimize how major it is, I mean, this is really, truly an incredibly racist country. It's just take England, all those blue-eyed pink people. In London, I feel like Sid the Gig. Nowhere so much. I mean, not actively despised, not like the Germans, who are terribly anti-Semitic, and racist too, black racists, even though they want to think otherwise. Anyway, I was in London, and I met this black gay guy from Jamaica. He spoke with a lilt. And then he went on how, yeah, the blue-eyed pink people never let me forget that I'm not blue-eyed and pink. And I said, yeah, me too. They're anti-Semites. But then you know what he says to me? He says, he goes, oh, but the British Jews have the clothing business all sewed up, and the blacks can't get a foothold. And there was this incredibly awkward moment of, it's the racial destiny of the Brits that matters to them, not their political destiny. Whereas in America...
Here in America, race just doesn't...
No. You can't...
That's what I'm hearing.
No. Race, yes, but in the end, race is a political question. Racists just use race as a political tool in the struggle. It's like, for instance, it's like the spiritualists. They'll talk about, are you channeled, are you centered, are you enlightened? But all of this reaching outward towards a spiritual past in a country that has no spiritual past. There are no indigenous spirits. I mean, you have the Indians, Native American spirits, but we killed them all. So there are no spirits, there are no ghosts, there are no angels in America. No spiritual past, no racial past. It's just the political game and the spiraling downward and outward in political power to the people.
Oh, well, power to the people. Amen.
I mean, what, do you think this is, racist or naive or something?
Well, it's definitely something.
I mean, I don't want to speak from a position of privilege.
You know, Louis, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, eventually he's got to run out of steam. So I'll let you go on and on, saying maybe 7 or 8 things that I find very offensive.
What?
But I know you, Louis, and I know that the guilt fueling this peculiar tirade of yours is obviously swollen bigger than your hemorrhoids.
I don't have hemorrhoids.
Are you different?
Yes, but I don't have hemorrhoids.
So anyway.
Pryor told me.
You promised Pryor is not a topic.
You brought him up.
I brought up hemorrhoids.
So it's past the
Unlike I suppose you banging me over the head with your theory that America doesn't have a race problem.
Oh, you're deliberately misinterpreting. You couldn't.
But you know, I keep going on.
Just let me say.
No, what, talk? You've been running your mouth the entire time we've been here. Yada, 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 blah, 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 up the hill, down the hill, playing with your precious monolith.
You could have joined in at any time. I never
And you know, girlfriend, that truly is an awesome spectacle to behold, but I've got better things to do with my time than sit here listening to your racist bullshit, because I feel sorry for you that you and...
I just think that when you're speaking about lines of oppression, things get very complicated. It's important to
and you know, we black drag queens have a rather intimate knowledge of the complexity of the lines of...
You're still doing drag? I think it's sexist.
Well, I didn't ask you.
You know, I think the gay community ought to adopt the same attitude towards drag as black women do towards black women blues singers.
Oh my, we are walking dangerous tonight, aren't we?
It's true. I mean, it's the internalized depression, the massive
Louis,
stereotype.
are you deliberately trying to make me hate you? that you haven't changed one bit. You are still an honorary citizen of the Twilight Zone. And on behalf of your pale, pale white polemics, on behalf of racial insensitivity, you have a flaming fuck of a lot of nerve calling me an anti-Semite. Now I really gotta go.
You called me Lou the Jew.
You just called yourself Sin the Yin.
That's different, I'm ambivalent.
You're ambivalent about everything.
What's that supposed to mean?
You might be dumb as shit, but I refuse to believe that you can't figure this out. And you just try.
I was never ambivalent about Briar. I love him. I do. I really do.
And nobody said any different.
It's just love and ambivalence. Real love isn't ambivalent.
Real love isn't ambivalent. You know, I swear that's a line from my favorite best-selling paperback novel, In Love with the Midnight Mysterious. But, you know, I don't think you've ever read it, so I really gotta go.
Help me.
I beg your pardon.
You're a nurse. Do something. Look, I fell. I gashed my forehead open. It won't heal. It looks like the mark of Cain. I wake up in the morning and I think biblical things. Mark of Cain, Judas Iscariot. And then at night I miss him. I really miss him. But then I think about the sores and the smell and what could have been. I could be sick. Maybe I'm sick. Tell him I love him. Can you do that?
You know, I've thought about this for a really long time, and I don't even know what real love is. Justice is simple. Democracy is simple. Those things are unambivalent. But love is hard. And if you violate the hard law of love, it can go really wrong for you.
I'm dying.
He's dying. You just wish you were. Louis, cheer up. Look at that heavy sky out there.
Purple?
Purple? Boy, what kind of homosexual are you anyway? That color is mauve. All day today it's felt like Thanksgiving, and soon this ruined nation will be blanketed in white. I can smell it. Can you smell it?
Smell what?
Softness. Compliance. Forgiveness. Grace.
No.
Then I can't help you, Louis. I can't help you learn that. You're not my problem.
Oh, fuck. Smell what?